Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you love this content, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Zitsho South Africans zithi mama next week nge-15 kaApril amathemba ethu alele kuwe i-15 years ubrother wezinto ezibomvu khe siphumle siye kuxelwa ngoo-African United our brothers African asifuni African brothers thina sifuna i-South African brothers still we finish ba hayi you don't understand unity ntoni asifuni 15 years makahambe. Guys, ibingathi yimovie ndibona ama-foreign ekhutshwa namhlanje ikukho laa drone kaminister uSchreiber iyadictate yahamba phezulu andiyazi uba iba-identifya njani namandazi ungandibuzi bendiyibukele igqiba kwaye kuye i-law enforcement ku-identifye kuloo hotspot bakugcwele ama-illegal foreigner baye phaya njengoba bebekhutshwa kanjani namhlanje bebede abanye bebaleka kuthiwa yiza ne-ID if uthi ngummi wase-South Africa yava kuthiwa large number of illegal foreigners azobaleka kwiprovince yakho ke mntase xa ningabakhuphiyo nina because kugompo abafunwa nje nhlobo i-Free State izoba yi-hotspot because eJoburg nase-KZN bayakhutshwa ingathi ngenisebenza iphondo nephondo lizimele because we are on our own guys asinabazali asinazipolitiki asinazi-leaders thina we are on our
Residents of Tshwane this afternoon were at Oliven police station with Brigadier Nkuna. There has been a drug bust, yet another drug bust that has been done by the TMPD drug unit. This time it's a 22-year-old Nigerian that has been found with a mixture of cocaine, mandrax, and other drugs. And this person was found because the drug unit has been working on this case. They found them here, but they stay in Joburg. The past few weeks I've been showcasing people of Tshwane that we also have a drug unit in the city of Tshwane. But we're not only showcasing the problem, but we're also showcasing the efforts of the officers in the TMPD drug unit, the people who work under very dangerous circumstances. But they have made a commitment that we're going to cleanse the city of Tshwane of drugs, that they're not going to be stopped by anything. So we just want to send the message to the people of Tshwane, firstly to thank them for continuing to point out the houses and sharing information with the drug unit. But also we're asking residents, please speak up. When you know that in your community there's an issue of drugs, you know where the drugs are being sold, please give us that information. Of course, you will be kept anonymous, but we cannot continue to watch our youth dying because of drugs and there's nothing we do about it, but we need to work together. But I think, Brigadier, this is good. What I asked for was that when it comes to the drugs, we can't keep quiet. When we have a success, even if it's for 5,000 rand past, we must tell the people of Tshwane that we've got brave police officers that do this work under very dangerous circumstances, and we want to thank them for that work.
Mr. Malema, is Mr. Mabunhla here today?
Yes.
Where is he?
It's in the audience.
Can you show us which one is Mr.
Is this
Mabunhla?
allowed? Is this allowed?
Is he present today?
Yes, yeah.
And why can't you just show who he is?
But is it allowed that I should be pointing people in the crowds that are not before this court? What have we turned this court into? Into a mockery.
Mr. Malema, we're going to view the video footage.
That is what is before the court. Play it.
If you say...
Larry Mabunda is not before the court. Yes. Why must I be made to point him in the crowd? It's not before the court. We should respect the court, because I'm going to ask you if those officers who are reading their statements are they here. Can you point them? I take what you are saying as being before the court, and I deal with that evidence before the court. The evidence before the court is the video where Larry Mabunda is. I will gladly ask her to stop and show the court who's Larry Mabunda. But to be made to point people in the crowds, I don't think that's acceptable.
You identified Mr. Mabunhla on the video footage yesterday, is that correct?
Yes.
The only thing that I'm asking is to confirm that this person that you identified in that video footage is present and where he is.
I said he's present. It's not the subject of debate. When you were playing the video here, during the whole trial, you used to say, do you see any person on that video who's here? They will say, yes, accused number 2, yes, accused number 1. They've never said we saw the person at the back of the court. It's never like that. Larry Mabunda, you had a duty and you dismally failed the state and wasted the resources of South Africa. You had a duty to charge Larry Mabunda. You didn't charge him. You want me to charge him in the audience? I won't do that. Your worship, the firearm in question was issued to Larry Mabunda. Larry Mabunda is seen on the stage with me where it is alleged that that firearm shot at the shots at the stadium. Where is the first place to go to? Is to go to a person who, in his name, the firearm has been issued. And what makes matters worse is that the person in question is there in the video, which makes him even more suspect. They don't do that. They leave him out, and then they come here to say to me, I must point him in the crowd. It's not my job to point people at the crowd. It's my job to point at the evidence presented before you to confirm or deny it.
You also testified yesterday that Colonel Swartboy never came to ask you for your own firearm, because that firearm, the 9mm, we see there could have been your own firearm.
Yes. But again, your worship, and the court has got a duty to protect me. I'm being asked about the firearms that are not before this court. You brought a firearm to this court. Let's deal with it, and not what is not before this court.
Can you confirm, Mr. Malema, that the firearm that was used, is that the toy firearm, the 9mm handgun?
I don't know what is 9mm, what is what. I showed you the toy gun I used. Yeah, that's my toy gun.
It's a handgun.
I can't see a gun of 9mm, what. I can't, from where I'm sitting. I can't. And there was no such a 9mm, what before this court for me to answer to it. If that brought to you before you, your worship, a 9mm, what, and how it looks like, maybe I'll have an idea what they're talking about. I don't know. I can't see what is that. I can't stand here and say that is 9mm barrel, what. I don't know.
Can we agree that it's a smaller firearm than the other two videos?
No, I can't see if it's smaller or big. This camera was shot too far. I can't see that. Even when you do it with those people of photography, zoom in and what, I don't see it.
Do you want to go closer, sir?
I've been closer 6 years ago. I can still go now. I can't see it. I can't see it. Worship, it was going to be helpful if you brought something here so that I can answer what I see and what I see there. I can't. I'm being made to answer for something I don't know what this is for.
Is that the same size firearm than the one that you brought here yesterday?
How do I say it's the same size if I can't see it? I just told you I can't see it. How do I say it's the same or not?
I put it to you that it's a 9mm, that's a handgun.
That's your vision to the court, and it remains yours.
The expert that also testified yesterday also saw that that was a handgun.
At least you and that expert agree on something else. At least you also call him expert. I like that, because he was being questioned here about peer review, which you never did with your expert. 9 statement of a ballistic expert. You never asked for peer review. The court never asked for peer review. The expert who came and said the things that you didn't like, you asked for peer review. The court said, what must I take this evidence for if it doesn't have a peer review signature? Why did the court not ask those 9 statements about the peer review signatures? Is this a fair trial? Am I being tried failure?
Mr. Malema, I'm going to put on record that you are vague and you are avoiding the questions.
Agrio said we must speak to each other in a respectful way. You are not going to do that of pointing pens at me, because I can do it times 5. And it's not going to be nice here.
Mr. Malema, the video that you're seeing there, I'm putting it to you, it's a handgun.
You said I'm vague. That's fine. That's what my lawyers will argue with you about. I don't know what is vague. All I'm saying to you is that from where I'm sitting, and I'm not the first one, even the gear house people who came here said from this angle I can't see that gun. Whether it's a gun or what, I don't know. I can't see. And then I'm asked about the size of this gun and the gun that I presented and the one you presented, but never presented this gun. If this gun was before this court, I will gently answer to say, okay, let me look at this one, let me look at the toy, let me look at that one. They're not the same. So I'm being made to answer the things that are not before this court. It's not here.
How many firearms was brought by yourself or the EFF for this display that was going to take place?
The one I showed you yesterday, which looks exactly the same as the one you brought. That's what is before this court.
You are unable to tell that the one that we're seeing on this video is the same one which you uses on the other two videos.
I can't. I don't see it. It would as well be. I can't. I'm sorry. If that is being vague, let it be. Let me fall on my sword.
Yesterday, it was asked by the ballistic expert, Mr. De Klerk, to count those number of shots that were fired from that handgun.
Which one is the handgun now? This one?
This one that we're seeing in this video.
Oh. It was not asked, and I don't know why the court is not intervening there, because it was not asked on this gun. It was asked on a rifle, not on this.
He was specifically asked to count the number of shots. You could hear whether it has been fired in this specific video. And he counted about 14 to 15 shots that he heard.
I don't know, the lawyers will have to intervene. I think it was a rifle. I counted with him. It was not on this. It was a rifle. What was asked from a guy to count was on a rifle. It was not on this. Like I said, my brother, I can't see what is there. You know, had you charged me with this, perhaps I would have paid a particular attention to it and prepare my defense on this thing that you are presenting before me, which court is unable to protect me from. Because I've faced no charge of this nature, and therefore been made to answer on things I've never prepared on. My accusation has always been that I've discharged a rifle, and a cartridge of a rifle has been found, and I've prepared my defense in relation to that. Now I'm being made to answer things that were never put to me before, in order for me to prepare this trial, for it to be a free and fair trial. So I don't see what is there. Because, Your Worship, logically, and that's what should come to our mind, all of us. Why would shots being fired, the people who are right in front of the shots being fired don't run away? And we're shown some people there who are actually in some uniform, maybe cleaning or something. I don't even know what they're doing there. The immediate threat should be with these people who are in front of the stage. And they are unmoved. So I'm shown some people there. I don't know what they are doing, whether they're picking up papers, whether they're security guards or what, I don't know. But it looks like they've got reflectors on. None of them came to you here, Your Worship, and said they ran away or they were moved by shots. And none of the witnesses who came here suggested those people were running away or moved by the sound of a firearm.
Do you see them just
I see
standing?
them. They are not standing. There's movement amongst themselves. It might not be as visible as you want to us to make that observation. They are not standing. These people, when you look at them, Your Worship, as they are now, when they've paused them, they are together as a group, isolated. Obviously, they are busy with something else other than what we're doing here. That's why they are not with this crowd. They are there, doing their own thing.
Do you want to come to the bigger screen to look at it?
I see them very well. It can't change. My vision can't change. Those people are a group of people who are moving around. As to what they are doing, I don't know. But they don't look like they are part of the crowds. That's why it doesn't come as a shock when they move around and do whatever they want to do. But at least we're all in agreement that no one is running away. Nothing. I'm saying to you, and you can take whatever decision you want to take. You're showing me some people in some corner. A shot is being fired from a stage. Do you see anyone running away from the stage? Where the shot is being fired from? Do you see anyone running away from the stage? Right immediately where the shot is being fired from. Do you see anyone running away? I'm shown some people who are engaged in some activity on the sideline of the event.
Thank you so much for watching and supporting my YouTube channel. I truly appreciate every one of you. Thank you.